Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blood rolled and your drink poured. Alright? Nah, for this one, I'm gonna be telling y'all about this girl named Valencia that I used to, you know, be in a little relationship with. Yeah. Um I'm only gonna speak on this because I want y'all to learn something from it. You know what I'm saying? The stories that I give y'all is not just for entertainment. It's also a learning purpose behind what I say. You know what I'm saying? I learned from it, so hopefully y'all can learn from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? How about that? All right. So first thing first, right? Let's go back to that time capsule. We gonna go back to 2015. You know what I'm saying? The year I got out of prison, right? So this was a few months down the line after I had already got out, right? I had a car, I got money, all that. I'm straight, right? I'm getting back in the mix of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm catching up on the world. Blah 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 blah. Right. So I'm watching TV one day, right? And this movie came out at the time around like Halloween of 2015. Y'all know what scary movie came out around that time? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it was a scary movie that came out at that time. And actually, it was like two scary movies that came out at that time. I went to the movie two different times. But anyway, for this one, right? Um, I had hopped on Facebook. I made the status. I'm like, who want to go see this movie with me? You know what I'm saying? So of course, girls commenting and shit. I'm looking at their pictures. Nah, nah, nah. So this last girl comment, girl Valencia, right? I never seen her before and none of that. I got a whole lot of girls on my Facebook page I ain't never seen. I don't know how the fuck we became friends. Just it is what it is, right? That's the poet, my bad. But anyway, so I go look through her pictures. She my type. Hell yeah. I like her all day. She got like that damn, my bad. She got like that Tyra Banks kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I like her. Okay, big. So I hopped in her inbox. I'm like, what's up? You trying to do that for real? You trying to see that movie or what? She like, hell yeah, woo woo. She like, you gonna come get me? I'm like, yeah, where you at? You know what I'm saying? So she told me where she was at on 7 Mile and Evergreen in my hood. At the time, I was over there because my homies had a crib over there. Now, I didn't move out the hood, but my homies still had a house in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I was over there at my homie house. She dropped the location and all that shit. Literally was 5 minutes away. So I'm like, damn, this bitch stay in the hood and I never met her, not trying to be disrespectful, just saying, like, damn, she stay in the hood and I never met her. Like, what the fuck? So I go over there and go pick her up so we can go see the movie, right? She came out, look just how she look on Facebook, no catfish, all that. Hey, I'm digging girl, I'm fucking with her. So we ride out, we talking, we getting to know each other and shit. Come to find out she been living over there her whole life. She was just a lame, never seen her before, all that. I'm like, damn, that's crazy as hell. Just crazy how Facebook connect you with people. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, moving forward, we went to see the movie, had a good time. We went out to eat. We had shot some pool at a little pool hall table. Like we had a good night. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I'm about to take her home and drop her off. She like, where you going? Because we headed towards our house, right? I'm like, I'm about to drop you off. She like, I want to go with you. Whatever you about to do, I want to ride with you. I'm like, straight up. She like, yeah. So I already know what that means. She want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? So we went to my homie's crib. The one I said earlier, when my homie had a house over there in the hood. We went to his house. Now, with his house, he had one specific room that he didn't use. It was gonna be his storage room. But when I got out of prison and I was coming over there, I'm like, shit, I can hang out in this room time to time. So he didn't mind me hanging in there, type shit. So like when I be in the hood, I'd be over there with them. That'd be kind of like my room. All the other bros be in and out the room, but that was kind of like a room for me. You know what I'm saying? For when I came over, type shit. Now the room was green. You know what I'm saying? So I called it the green room. Like every time I brought something in there, it was a go. It was popping. Every time I brought something in that room, straight up, the homies know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I brought Valencia over there, right? So we go into the green room. We in there chilling, right? So I'm like, "What's up? What you trying to do?" You know? She like, "Shit, whatever you want to do." I'm like, "All right, cut the lights off." Just I'm trying to feel her out, see what she on. Maybe she might try and spin the narrative and say she ain't on all that freaky shit. She just like the vibe and want to keep kicking. Sometimes bitches be on it. So I'm like, cut the lights off. She cut the lights off. Oh, I was like, yeah, it's over with. You gonna cut the lights off? You know what time it is. So we got to it. Man, tore her ass up, right? So I tore her up. Now I'm taking her home, right? Whole ride home, she on me. She like, oh my God, I can't believe you fucked me like that. We had a great night. Whoop, whoop, I like you, blah, 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 right? So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking in my head, this little one night stand, right? So I took her home. She called me the next day on my head. Where you at? What you doing? Blah, 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 all of this. I want to see you. Blah, 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 right? So I come see her. We in the car, we talking. She telling me how she digging me and, whatever I want, I can get out of her, blah, 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 right? So I'll get to talking to her. I'm like, so what you do for a living? You know what I'm saying? She told me she worked at Wendy's. Mind you, this 10 years ago. So I'm in my mid 20s and she might have been like a year or two younger than me. So we in our mid 20s, right? And she's saying that she worked at Wendy's. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I'm like, you got any kids? She like, yeah, I got two of them. I'm like, how many baby daddies you got? She said she got two baby daddies. She got two kids, two different baby daddies, no car, um, no home, she staying with people, shit like that, right? But she a whole vibe, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, should I work with this girl or what? Man, she was on my head. So I'm just hearing her out. All right, cool. So we hung out for a couple hours. I went on by my business. Here she go on my line, calling, texting, on my head, all that. How you doing? You need something? You hungry? Blah blah blah. All of that. Like she trying to prove that she really fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, it was supposed to be a one night stand, but it ended up getting serious. You know what I'm saying? So now me and her hanging out all the time, all of that shit, right? So come to find out, she only working part time at this Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't making no money. She ain't really doing nothing with her life. She pretty much like waiting on a man to come and save her type shit. You know what I'm saying? And boom, here I am. So she calling me her king. She rubbing me down, like not being combative, nothing. Like she giving me the world, being submissive, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Her kids love me, all type of shit. I ain't had no kids at the time. Man, she was just so into me. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's going on. It's time going on, right? So we might be like a month in at this point, right? So it's the same routine. She working part time, ain't making no money, ain't going nowhere, ain't doing shit. Just on my head all day, waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, I'm like, look, I'm like, we about 30 days in, you know. I'm like, I'm gonna give you 2 more months to progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause within that first month, I've been trying to put her up on new jobs, you know what I'm saying, new shit to do, things like that. But she keeps shooting down everything that I'm saying to her. So like I said, after like 30 days, I had this talk with her. I'm like, look, you gotta progress or we ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got two kids, you don't got no stable living, you working a part-time job, like what am I supposed to do with that? I work a full-time job. I got everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no kids. Why am I mixing and mingling with you if you not gonna do nothing better than a part-time job at Wendy's? You know what I'm saying? Even though I do like you, you know what I'm saying? I liked her. Like she was my type of woman, but her hustle game was whack. You know what I'm saying? She was more so like She would have been a perfect traditional woman. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't looking for that shit. I was fresh out of prison. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, um, about 30 days in. So I'm telling her, I'm like, look, you gotta find a better job. You gotta work more hours. You need to make some more money. Like you gotta do something different. I'm not condoning in this part time shit like that you doing. You know what I'm saying? She only was making like $30 to $40 a day. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit was ridiculous. But I'm holding it down. I'm paying for everything. I'm taking her on dates, all this shit, right? And I was just getting tired of it. So, like I said, about 30 days in, I hit her with the seriousness. Like, look, you got 60 more days or it's going to be a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to move on with my life. She was sad. She like, you know what, baby? I'm glad that you came and talked to me like that. I needed a man to, come at me and tell me I'm slacking, blah, blah, blah. So I'm about to get it right. You know what I'm saying? You my man. You telling me the truth. So I got to get on my game, right? Okay, cool. So here it is, blah, blah, blah. 2 more months then went by. So now we 90 days in. So this the expiration date right here. 90 days later, she still ain't accomplished nothing, right? Telling you, rub me up and down, slide me up and down, calling me her king all day. Her family love me. She put me up on the highest pedestal, but she is like her mentality was stuck. You know what I'm saying? In like a 16-year-old mind or something. So expiration date came. I pulled up on her. I ain't call her or nothing. I just pulled up at her crib, right? When I got there, I called her. I was like, come outside. She like, you ain't tell me you came by. Woo woo. I'm like, come outside. So she come out, she come get in the car. She instantly whipping her shit in a ponytail. I'm like, what you doing? She like, oh, I thought you wanted your dick so woo woo. I'm like, nah, this ain't that. I'm like, I need to kick you with you. So she like, what's up? I'm like, remember how I had that talk with you that, you need to tighten up within 90 days? She like, yeah. I'm like, well, it's been 90 days. You still ain't did shit. So this over with. Told her that face to face in the car. You know what I'm saying? Man, she broke down, started crying. She like, is you for real? You about to leave me? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, you still on the same shit. Like, I can't rock with that. It's been 3 months and you still on the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, she got to crying her ass off. She was trying to give me some head for the last time. I'm like, no, I'm straight. I don't want it. So she like, can I at least just get a kiss for the last time? All right, cool. Gave her a kiss or whatever. She broke down crying so bad. She was so hurt, all of that. And she got out the car. She went on about her business. All right. So me and her, we broke up. That's it. She was devastated. You know what I'm saying? Um, I forgot to throw this in there too. Maybe I think it was like month two. I found out that she fucked one of my homies. You know what I'm saying? Now this was like a year or two prior to me, but this still was my homie. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get money, fucking with the whips, all that. We kind of do the same shit, but we two different niggas, but we homeboys. You know what I'm saying? I caught some shit on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I asked her about it, and she came clean. She told me that she fucked bro. So I was looking at her differently behind that too. You know what I'm saying? And she told me how it happened. She told me she was just dick riding him and she hit him up and he pulled up on her and smashed her in the car. Like she kept it all the way 100 because that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, nah, my dog could pop you like that. I for sure can't be serious with you. You know what I'm saying? Also with the whole hustle game. So I had them was my two major reasons why I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna last too long. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, back to it. So we broke up, we go our ways, right? Here it is, maybe like a year later. She done stepped her game all the way up. You know what I'm saying? She done got in the nursing field. She in school. She doing good. All of that. You know what I'm saying? And I guess she seen me on 7 Mile one day, and she hopped in my inbox, and she was like, it's been a long time. I ain't seen you. Woo, woo. She like, why don't you come through? Come holler at me. I'm thinking she want to give me some head. I'm like, oh yeah, bet I'm about to come through. Mind you, just like a year later. You know what I'm saying? So I came pulled up. She got in the car. You know, she showing me all her little credentials and stuff. She like, I'm doing so good. I'm almost done with nursing school. I'm about to get my little nursing license, blah, blah, blah. That whole nursing field thing. She was into it. I'm like, damn, that's what's up. And she turned and she looked at me and she like, I want to thank you. I'm like, why you thanking me? She like, I was too content with my life, and I didn't have nobody, to like get on me and tell me that I need to tighten up. She like all my family members real soft and they just let me do whatever the fuck I want. So she like I ain't had nobody, come at me like that. You know what I'm saying? And she said, with you doing that made me step my hustle up. You know what I'm saying? So she got into the nursing thing and now she almost done with it. That was, back at that time, right? She been done with it, all of that. But anyway, I'm like, damn, that's what's up. She like, yeah, I gotta thank you. You made me step my game up with the woo. She like, I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you become rich, blah, blah, blah. You the realest nigga I ever had in my life. Boom. All right. So we got all that understood. Me and her, we didn't do nothing. It was just she just genuinely wanted to kick it with me and thank me. You know what I'm saying? For, giving her that tough love. You know what I'm saying? So after that, man, it was like she ain't never called me again. She ain't never tried to do no slick, funny stuff or nothing. So I guess she genuinely was being honest. Like, I'm glad that you did come in my life when you did, and you said what you said because she kept it just at that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Nah, the lesson behind all this, right? If you somebody that stand on morals, principles, and values, you know, stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't come across somebody that you like or you in love with or you like the way how they look, shaped or whatever, and you just gonna let they miserable, lame, weird ass life, you know what I'm saying, come into your life and fuck up what you got going on. Don't let that happen to you. You know what I'm saying? No matter how cute they is, how thick they is, none of that shit. That's just the outer shell. It's about what's on the inside. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get tired of that big old fat ass one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me. So again, if you stand on principles and values, don't let nobody step into your center and fuck up what you got going on. If your mind tell you like, hey, this person weighing you down, this person draining you, get away from this person. Do that. Don't let them calling you a king and being submissive to you blind you. Because sometimes that's what people do. Misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? How about that? It's been another episode of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.